Here's our first sample question. As we go along, we're going to get up to question number 20. Question number 12, this is going to be solve for the letter y. So I'm not looking for a number answer, I'm just looking to get y by itself. How to get y by itself? Again, notice that we have an equal sign, so you have a left and a right hand side. Notice that we don't have any parentheses, so we don't have to worry about that. What we're going to do is underline the letter y. Next step, step 3, see if there's anything added or subtracted. Notice this 3x is subtracted to y. So we're going to have to do the additive inverse. Remember, additive inverse is opposite sign, not opposite operation. So notice this is a positive 3x. We're going to do a negative 3x. Even though there's subtraction here, it's the opposite of what the item is. So it's negative 3x here. We're going to do a negative 3x here. They're going to cancel out. Remember, this subtraction sign is still there. So bring down the subtraction and y. 7 and a minus 3x can't combine. Remember, that's a constant, that's a variable. Keep them separate. Bring down the x term first. We always like to bring the x term first, and then the constant goes at the end. Now, when you bring down the constant, you want to have a sign here, because if you don't, it looks like it's multiplication, and it's not. Collecting anything has to deal with looking to see if there's addition or subtraction. Notice these are not the same items, so that's why one's a circle, one's a square. Notice that this is a positive 7, you have to put the plus there. Now we just want to get rid of the negative. To get rid of the negative, because we want to get y by itself, is that this secretly has a coefficient of 1. So then we can divide both things by negative 1. Divide this by negative 1. Divide this whole side by negative 1. But when I do this, I'm going to divide each and every item by negative 1. Okay? I know a lot of people, and sometimes the book does this, they'll do a big line and then they'll do a negative 1. The problem with this, by writing it like this, a lot of people think if you only divide the first 2 items, you're good. When it's written like this, this is technically you have to divide this and this. So I don't like to write it as one big fraction, just in case some people don't realize that when you have one big fraction, you have to divide each item by negative 1. So these will cancel out to give you y. Negative 3 divided by negative 1 is going to be a positive 3. You still have the x. Positive 7 divided by negative 1 is negative 7. Here you go. Y is by itself.